What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. And in today's video, we are breaking down the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer, talking about some secrets that were in the trailer you may have missed, and also additional information on the Pokemon website. And oh man, that was crazy. 15 minutes of content, lots to break down. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. Diving right into the secret Pokemon, the first one was the engine Pokemon's pre-evolution. If you don't know about the engine Pokemon, it's actually been shown off in the past 2 trailers as Team Star's car. So to put this out here, the Pokemon is the engine and block in the front. Everything else is just a card that it is attached to. However, there was always hints at potential Pokemon being on the wheels of the car, but we weren't exactly sure what exactly it looked like, but we did always assume it was the pre-evolution of the engine Pokemon. And if you don't know, the engine Pokemon is a 2-stage Pokemon. It is a steel and a poison type, which is phenomenal typing, so I am really excited for this thing. But now we actually know what the pre-evolution looks like because the car finally got turned around a little bit, and we can see 4 of these on the car, and that's right, it looks like a little motorcycle engine, which I think is really cool. I wonder where we're going to get these in the game, but there we go. That is 2 unofficial official Pokemon shown off in this trailer. However, we saw even more secret Pokemon for this trailer, and this is insane. So on the mini map in the trailer, you can actually see 3 more secret Pokemon, and this is fantastic. So we have a mouse couple right here, and you can actually see they have different patterns on them too. And it looks like this is a gender variant between male and female, so that's really exciting. And if you've been paying attention to my channel for the leaks, you know that this is the mouse couple Pokemon. This Pokemon evolves once and has the special ability Parental Bond. If you don't know what Parental Bond is, this was the big ability that made Mega Kangaskhan so good. Essentially, your attacks hit twice and do an additional 25% damage, which is super good. So something like Power Up Punch on this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We don't know how good this Pokemon is going to be, but I can't believe we just got a secret Pokemon on the mini map. That's crazy. And we know they're Pokemon because there's a Rookity right here. So we know one right there. That's the Parental Bond mouse couple. And then we get the Parakeet Pokemon too. So this is going to be, I believe, a normal and flying type Pokemon if the leaks are correct. And I don't know if there's anything particularly special about it, but I do hope that there is going to be multiple Parakeet Pokemon in the game because, you know, parakeets have a lot of different colors. I can imagine this being a Pokemon that has like maybe 5 or 6 colors. Maybe it'll change the type of its move or something like that. I really hope there is something like this for this Pokemon, but other than that, it is our regional parrot Pokemon, very similar to like a Chatot. And apparently it is based off of the Quaker Parrot. So that is a really cool find right here from this Twitter user. And the last secret Pokemon on this minimap is the supposed Minecraft Pokemon that was leaked. And we know that this is the Rock Salt Pokemon. This is going to be a pure rock Pokemon. It's going to evolve twice, so it is a 3-stage Pokemon. And I think this is really cool. I thought from the description the Minecraft Pokemon had been something a little bit different, but hey, this actually sort of does look like a Minecraft Pokemon. It is very square and blocky, so I assume that's going to keep that going. And you know, if you've ever seen salt crystals, they are very square and blocky too. So I imagine it's going to keep this form the entire time and be even more square and blocky. However, there was one more secret Pokemon for a total of 6 secret Pokemon in this trailer. And I know that a lot of people aren't going to see this one immediately, but if you zoomed in closely at the beginning of the trailer, you get to see this guy right here, right next to Torkoal. And you know what this guy is supposed to be? The pre-evolution of the 2 fan favorite Pokemon so far in Scarlet and Violet, Rouge and Edge. So, bam, there we go. This Pokemon will be in both versions of the game, and then his evolutions will be version exclusive to either Scarlet or to Violet. And we get a nice little zoomed in photo of it. It sort of reminds me a little bit of Pawniard a bit, just because it's very small, very knight-like, but you can see how it's definitely different than a Pawniard. Actually, I wonder if these 2 Pokemon are related lore-wise. Maybe they're like enemies in the wild, so that'll be really cool to see. But there we have it, 6 new secret Pokemon. And now let's dive into Farigiraf because we have a brand new Dex page for this Pokemon. The only officially revealed brand new Pokemon too. And finally Girafarig, after all these years, gets an evolution. I love the Gen 2 love. Gen 2 has a lot of Pokemon that needs evolutions. And I'll tell you this, if you don't know the leaks, there are more Gen 2 Pokemon getting evolutions, like my favorite Pokemon, Dunsparce. So I'm very excited for that. So Farigiraf is still normal and psychic, which is fantastic. Normal psychic typing is phenomenal. Getting that immunity to ghosts is great. So it's pretty tall and has a brand new ability, Chudchu, also Armor Tail. So this thing is loaded with a bunch of new stuff. And let's read some lore about Farigiraf. The head on its main body and the head on its tail combined. As a result of its evolution, the head of its main body and the head from its tail has become one. Both of Farigiraf's brains are connected through thick nerves, increasing its psychic energy, and it can emit psychic waves from its antenna on its head. It is always mindful of its surroundings, and while can detect danger in an instant, there are times where the body cannot react fast enough as two brains can think. So that's really cool. Finally, the tail has fused with the actual Pokemon. It has two brains. It is twice as smart. And I really do love this screenshot right here. This is such a dope screenshot of its actual like second head closing on the first head. The head from its tail, it is equipped for both offense and defense. The thick and sturdy head from its tail provides good defense for the head from the main body. When the head from its tail closes its mouth, Farigiraf whips its long neck around in an attack that deals brutal physical damage. The force of this attack is said to be able to pulverize stones and crush steel beams. So I still think this is going to be more of a special attacker, even though they're talking about some physical stuff. That's really interesting lore-wise. And Farigiraf's new ability is Chudchu. It's appearing for the first time in Pokemon. When a Pokemon with this ability eats a berry, it will eat it one more time at the end of the next turn. So in this example, Farigiraf is eating the citrus berry on turn 1, and then at the end of turn 2, it will eat the citrus berry again. This can actually be really insane, especially with stat boosting berries, so definitely keep an eye out for this one. This one actually seems really good, but even with just a double citrus berry, that is 2 turns of regaining your HP. As long as you're alive, this is going to be really strong, and I'm sure this is going to be abused with some certain combos depending on the moveset of Farigiraf. So there's also another new ability, Armor Tail is another new ability appearing for the first time in these games. It makes opposing Pokemon unable to use priority move. Oh, that's crazy. While the Wild Tennessee cannot use Sucker Punch. Yo, that is actually crazy. Okay, that's really big. That is really big. I mean, okay, so we're normal and psychic, so Sucker Punch is going to be the priority move that is going to be the scariest to us. But I mean, you know, Mach Punch, Bullet Punch won't work. No Fake. Oh, Fake Out doesn't work against us. Okay, this is actually huge. Okay, both of these abilities are cracked. Both of them are cracked. For VGC, probably Armor Tail becomes better because Fake Out is everywhere, but oh my god, both of these abilities are amazing. Okay, Farigiraf. All right, Farigiraf really is trying to get on my team right now. And may actually, I am in love with this Pokemon now. His abilities are fantastic. Normal Psychic's great typing. And hey, who doesn't love Giraffe Ridge? Like, honestly, that Pokemon deserves it. And it's looking good. Let's hope the stats are good, all right? Let's hope for at least 500. If we hit 500 base stat total, or like 490 or 485, 480, I'll feel so good. If you hit 500, the thing's going to be a beast. So I can't wait. Then let me know in the comment section below how you feel about Farigiraf, because I think this thing is phenomenal. Now, outside of new Pokemon, we also learned about technical machines, and unfortunately, they are back to being single use again. So I do think that is a little bit lame. However, you can make your own TMs at the technical machine at a Pokemon Center in Mart, and these seems to be at pit stops everywhere. So apparently, we're going to be making technical machines by using league points. We're going to be getting league points by defeating wild Pokemon and by using materials from wild Pokemon as well. So essentially, we're going to be farming a lot to get TMs. I do think this is actually going to be fun, and it's going to give us a reason to use the free battle Let's Go feature more too, where we let our Pokemon go on autopilot and just battle things and destroy for us. So I think overall, this is going to be a really fun and cool feature, but it is something to get used to that TMs are going to be one-time use only. I wonder if we can find permanent versions of some of them at the very least, because I really hope that in general. We also learned about picnics, and finally, picnics were talked about. So the big hype about picnics, in my opinion, is the fact that we can get eggs from picnics, which is pretty awesome. So this is our new breeding method. There's going to be no more daycare. So this is really cool. We're unsure how it's going to work exactly, because it just said, oh, an egg appeared. There wasn't like 2 of the same Pokemon or like a Ditto in the party either. So probably like maybe an egg can just appear from a Pokemon randomly if it likes you enough. That could be a situation. Or maybe there's just 2 Pokemon in the party who can breed together. but we can also like hang out with the Pokemon. We can make sandwiches. And I think the sandwiches are actually really cool because the fact that it's going to boost your stats for like finding particular types of Pokemon or make it easier to catch certain types of Pokemon, that's going to be really great. Of course, I love the photo mode stuff. I think that's always fun. And hanging out with Pokemon and seeing their animations and stuff is really cool too. So overall, I think this is going to be a really fun feature and I'm very excited for it. And the last thing that we saw is make a profile. So we're going to be making our own trainer profile that we can share with people online, which is really cool. And we can take selfies with us and other Pokemon. There's going to be a lot of different options. You can change the color mode as well. You can zoom in, zoom out. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to make a lot of memes here, and I'm very excited for this because I love ways for players to express themselves. Well, guys, that is all of the new information we got from this trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite part of the trailer. Which of the secret Pokemon is your current favorite? Right now, I am really sold on that mouse family. I need to know more about that mouse family. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a great one.